Welcome back, everyone, to the topic of the week. And the topic of the week this week is people pleasing. I love this topic because I was definitely someone that constantly people pleased. Why do we do this? Why do we go out of our way, exhaust ourselves, drain ourselves, cross boundaries, don't align with our self-worth just to please someone else? And most of the time it really is because we have a belief of not feeling good enough. So we need the validation and approval of someone else, that we validate ourselves, that we tell ourselves, oh yeah, I am good enough, because this stranger that I've never met before who gave me a strange look, and now I've convinced them that I am worthy of their love. And we go out of our way to please other people, and then we feel guilty. And that's the worst bit, when we feel guilty when we don't do things for other people, and we lack boundaries and we can't say no. And this is exhausting. And I've had a lot of clients that really struggle with this in relationships, that they go out of their way to make themselves irreplaceable, and then they get left either way, and they're even more disappointed because they've literally done everything to make this relationship work, and again it wasn't enough, and so the pain is even more painful. Why do we people please? What could be some of the causes behind that? So I tend to give examples of why this could be. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So we can give an example of a hypothetical client that I would regress back to a scene. And in this scene, there is a child who is around 6 years old and didn't get any attention from his mother or from his father. In that scene, they lacked love, they were ignored, they didn't feel important. This could have been quite literally anything. This could have been at school, it could have been at home, it could have been, a new baby arriving, a new sibling, and that child, they're not getting the attention, not getting the love that they feel like they deserve. And it's hard sometimes. We can't, as parents, give our child everything, because we also have our own things to deal with and our own issues and triggers and things from our own childhood. And unfortunately, we project that onto our children. But some of the beliefs behind people pleasing and not having any boundaries is a lack of self-love and a lack of self-worth. Self-worth is a big one. If you don't feel worthy of love, or you don't feel like you're loved enough, then you're going to continue to find this love from other people. You continue to seek this love from others, and that's quite desperate. It's very needy. And I'm talking about in relationships here, and not just, sexual, intimate relationships. It can also be friendships. That can be crippling. It can, it will push that other person, that other partner away from you, because you're being too, clingy and needy. That energy is suffocating. So I am very guilty of this. I have done this over and over and over again in relationships. And I thought, if I do everything, if I become that person's secretary, if I become that person's cleaner, cook, sexual goddess, mother, and everything, then they will never leave me. And another thing is a fear of being abandoned. If I fear that someone is going to leave me and abandon me, just like my father did, or my mother did, or my uncle, or my grandma, or so on, then I'm going to need this person's love even more. So I'm going to do everything possible that they love me. And this just doesn't happen in the relationships that we have with our partners, boyfriends, wife, husband, and so on. This happens with strangers. So I have clients, and I used to be the same. I'd go into a supermarket, restaurant, cafe, whatever, and I'd get a look from someone. And it would be, if that person was probably not even thinking about what they were doing, but they give you a strange look, and you think, oh, why are they looking at me? Oh, they probably don't like me. Oh, they think I'm a bitch. Oh, but they probably think, and then your mind races. And again, you have all of these thoughts, and you think, oh, it's probably because I'm not good enough. Oh, maybe I'm not pretty enough. Oh no, and you do everything possible to get that person to like you. And that is exhausting, it's tiring, it is draining. And again, it's another fear response. And there are so many issues where you think, well, this people pleasing shouldn't be related back to fear. But it is. Fear is the biggest issue that cripples us every single day, and it makes us suffer. I think we all need, I need, you need, we all need firm boundaries, that we value ourselves. And this relates back to money as well. If you lack in self-worth, if you don't value yourself, if you don't love yourself, then you're not going to put the right price on yourself. You know, if you offer services, even if you're a cleaner or you work as a builder, if you don't value yourself or love yourself, then you're not going to charge the right amount of money. And another thing is that a lot of people have issues with actually keeping money. Some people make money, but they seem to not be able to keep it and then spend it all. And these are all subconscious beliefs that have been programmed into our subconscious mind. And actually a great example, and someone mentioned this to me yesterday, is money doesn't grow on trees. Stop saying that to your children. Yes, it's true. You can be firm and set your boundaries and say, you know, this is not something that we're going to buy at the moment because that's my choice. It has nothing to do with how much is on my bank account, because it will automatically give them that fear response, and they will think and believe that, well, money's not accessible to me. I shouldn't get this. And I know I'm mixing up a lot of things because everything is interconnected. I give sessions sometimes on, you know, I've given sessions on erectile dysfunction, and the most random stuff has come up where you'd think, how is this interconnected? But it really is. The mind is an incredible tool that you need to use. And actually, I'm going to give an example because we're speaking about fears. Yesterday I went to an adventure park and there were roller coasters, and there's a ride that is 80 meters high and it's called the Tornado. So that already sounds very inviting. I was very excited, as you can imagine, with my 6-year-old by my hand. And so we went on this ride, and it was basically a swing, but up 80 meters high, swinging around. And I thought, this looks quite a lot of fun, actually. I'm excited, I'm buzzing. And we got on it, we got right to the top. And instantly I thought, I am about to die. And my fear response started, and the anxiety and all of these emotions were horrific. And I was like, I need to get down here instantly. And my son, who, bless him, he's nearly 7, he wasn't enjoying it at all. It really was scary. And we were just focused on each other, took our minds off it, and we were just looking at each other, analyzing our faces so that we wouldn't freak out, because obviously you're up there, you can't get down. Once we got down, my son looks at me and says, oh, that was fun, Mummy, let's do it again. And I thought, no, never in a million years will I do that again. And after a while, we went on another ride, and on the way back, he said, oh, I do want to do this again. And I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to show him that I am fearless, that I am brave, that I am courageous, and I'm going to use all of these things that I'm preaching to my clients. So that is what I did. I got on, and I went on twice after that. And as I got to the top, this is what I said to myself. I said, oh, I'm like an angel, I'm like an eagle flying, soaring through the sky. I love this, my body loves this is so much fun. And even though deep down I was like, I hate this, I kept saying it over and over and over again. And I was looking around, and the feeling of nausea was getting less and less, and I was not hating it. I was accepting to it. And I thought, this is actually a great tool to use. Let's do this again. So we stayed on and we did it again. And the third time, I actually enjoyed it. And it was because I was speaking to my mind, telling it, you love this. This is amazing. I'm an eagle soaring. I feel like an angel with wings. This is amazing. I'm so free. And all of these positive things. You need to be the one that gives you that positive chat. You need to be that beautiful voice in the back of your head when you're feeling off, when you're feeling down, when you're noticing that you're going to do something for someone that puts you in a feeling of anxiety. Take yourself out of it and say, no, I deserve more. I'm going to set boundaries. I'm not going to do this. I deserve more. I am worth it. Of course, there are subconscious reasons, and we can go back into your subconscious mind, go back to the past and find out, What is the cause for this need to people please, for people to like you, this need to be loved and liked? And I can assure you that some of these beliefs are going to be, I don't feel good enough, I'm not important, my feelings don't matter, I'm not worth it, I'm not worthy, I'm not valuable, something along those lines, because they always tends to be. If you want to do something about this and you notice that your relationships seem to be going the same way, you're the giver, they're the taker, and nothing changes. Well, nothing changes if nothing changes. You need to take that initiative to say, there's something here, I'm feeling it, I'm noticing it in my business as well. Setting firm boundaries with your clients, that's hard at times because you want to provide a service and you fear that this person is going to leave and not give you the money that you are owed. But so you'll do things just to keep that person going when actually, no, I only work these and these times. I do not communicate. I'll switch your phone off. Stick to the rules that you set them, because it is important to value your time. You only have one life on this planet, so make the most of it because you deserve it. So if you'd like to know more, if you want to work on a lack of boundaries, people pleasing, the need to be liked or loved, fears, the whole erectile dysfunction, anything, I am here to help you. And RTT has truly saved my life. It completely changed how I saw the world, that I saw it as a beautiful place rather than life is happening to me and I have no control over it. That's just not true. You have full control over your life. You just need to take that step, invest that money, do something for yourself to feel a change, to feel a shift, because you deserve it. Anyway, I am here for you. Feel free to reach out on my website, leliahypnosis.com, or contact me on any social media platform. I am on all of them and I would love to help you out. And if you have any more suggestions for any topics that you'd like me to speak about, please send me a message or an email. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm sending you all my love, you beautiful soul. And I know that you are worthy, that you are more than enough in every single way, and you deserve the world and more. Take care.